Qui-Gon give it to ya. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xaereth Prevails. Today I want to talk a little bit about Bossk Lead versus Qui-Gon Jinn, and the Omicron on Qui-Gon Jinn. I mean, people keep telling me I'm not giving Qui-Gon Jinn a fair shake, and I honestly, he's impressed me, but only impresses me with a good composition. And when you put a good composition with him, I question why you're doing that, because it's going to make all of your other Jedi teams significantly worse, because to make him good, you need to have good Jedi on his team, and that means it takes away from other good Jedi. I'm already having trouble running, what, 4 Jedi teams? This would be a 5th one for me, and you just don't have enough Jedi that are good enough to do this. However, this Qui-Gon Jinn version is pretty inventive and probably makes it so that you can't run Bad Batch against it. So, I don't know, maybe it's worthwhile, maybe it's worth looking at. I'm going to show you my attempt against it with Bossk Lead Bounty Hunters. Now, it does have ZAM in it. I should have added that to the thumbnail, actually. I'm not trying to be misleading here, but ZAM is an important thing, and I think it would have been an easier fight if I had had my Bounty Hunter team actually clocked the way it should be. But because the ZAM lead, or the ZAM Omicron actually makes everyone so fast, it makes the whole rest of the Bounty Hunter team significantly more struggly in terms of turn order. You have to change like your speed of Mando. You have to actually make him slower. If you add ZAM, you have to make Mando slower. So, you know, we're not going to get into all of the weeds here, folks. I would just want to show you guys a take on taking down a Qui-Gon Jinn team, and you guys can see for yourselves. So let's jump to the actual video, and we'll go from there. Alright, so here we are, folks. You can see the team on the top right-hand corner with Qui-Gon lead, and this is the Omicron Qui-Gon, of course. Jedi Knight Anakin, he's modded for crit damage, and he's not super fast. So, granted, you could put Ki-Adi-Mundi here. I think this is indicative of, like, how much can you really afford to spend here. So, you have Jedi Revan, and he's at 320 speed, so with Qui-Gon Jinn lead, Qui-Gon actually gives him 30 speed, so that's 350. He was 352 speed on Jedi Revan, which would make it a coin flip for my Bad Batch. However, there's a few things that Jedi Revan does well. So, first off, if he goes first, he's going to mark someone and increase their cooldowns, which is frustrating. On top of that, though, he's also going to be able to cleanse people. He can't be ability blocked, and he can't be stunned, so Bad Batch is going to struggle against him a little bit. The other nice thing is you can't kill Qui-Gon until Jedi Revan actually takes a turn, until Jedi Revan sacrifices himself, and then he does a sacrifice, or whatever it's called, and Qui-Gon Jinn is still alive. Meanwhile, Anakin, who is potentially in a 2-turn stun from Bad Batch, may end up coming out of it because of all the different damage proccing, so that when you finally do kill Qui-Gon a second time, Anakin could be there to delete your team. And so I took a different strategy this time. There's no tank on this team, and this would be a little different if someone wanted to overinvest once again and put, like, Jedi Master Kenobi, or Jedi Knight Kenobi, Jedi General Kenobi. Dear Lord, so many Kenobes. But, I mean, maybe he should have. Maybe he should put Kenobi and Cam in here for a Qui-Gon team that is like... At that point, you can just use a Galactic Legend and feel okay about it. Of course, there are a lot of stupid people using Galactic Legends stupidly as well, so there's always that as well. But anyways, folks, here's what the gameplay was. The idea was not to immediately kill Qui-Gon. The idea was to get our contract. So we have Fennec here under Bossk lead. Fennec does some crazy stuff. She's able to do 5 hits on our basics, so if she's called to assist, you get 5 hits toward your contract, and you only need 10, so you basically get your contract on your first barrage of shots. So you get Fennec in there, not to mention she does an enormous, crazy, awesome amount of damage. And under ZAM, who makes everyone faster, you can actually start doing some interesting stuff. So, you know, this bounty hunter team is actually fairly well contained, honestly. And remember, I need to clock the bounty hunters. The bounty hunters can do a lot better if you actually have them clocked so that Mando goes after the 2 mass assists. And this is just because of the ZAM Omicron that I've failed to adapt to. So Bossk, as usual, is going to taunt, so he gains that frenzy. And when someone uses a special, like Grief is doing right now, then Bossk is going to immediately get 100% turn meter. But the problem with that is then Mando's going to hit someone, he's going to crit them, and he's going to gain that that additional turn meter. He gains 30% turn meter. Bossk would gain 15, so Bossk would be at 115% turn meter, and Mando would be somewhere over that, and that's why Mando's going now instead of Bossk, even though Bossk is sitting at 115% turn meter. With the overflow, Mando just has more. So what do you do here? So here's the thing. Under Bossk lead, you have enough extra protection, especially with ZAM augmenting all of that and all of the armor that, Bossk makes the rest of his team significantly tougher. So the AoE from Anakin, look at the health. Like, it's not bad. It's not too bad because you have so much bonus protection from Bossk that your whole team is tanky. And even though Anakin is a little bit slow, so he's not doing as much damage, he's still, before Qui-Gon dies and gives him an extra 400% of his offense, Anakin is just, his AoE is good, it's not transcendent though, it doesn't kill everyone, so we have some play. We have some time to mess around, and so I made a mistake here. I should have actually just called someone to assist on Ayla once again, but I was foolish, like I say, and so yeah, hit her one more time. We're at 90%. Look at the bottom right percentage, that box. That's your percentage toward getting your contract. And so I'm taking my time, trying to think my way through it, because there's a lot of mechanics at play. Because you can see Ayla went down to 50%, and Anakin took another bonus turn. But now we have the contract. So now we don't want to kill Qui-Gon, especially. We just want to take out Anakin. And people have questioned how I'm able to use the Mando bounty hunter ability to be able to snipe him out, and the fact is I don't know if the CG intended it like this or if it's just how it is, but you can see we're punching Anakin. Oh, and they deleted Mando one time. That's scary. That's scary. And I'll admit that, but okay, Grief can go. He gives everyone turn meter, and you taunt again with Bossk. You can throw the grenades because that'll dispel everything, but then because they did their attacks on Mando, he's actually reduced his cooldown by 1. So once again, we need to call him to assist, so he gains 30% turn meter every time he does a crit. So yeah, he's getting closer. Call the assist again on Anakin, because Anakin doesn't get bonus turns if he goes below 50%. It's just if others do. So eventually we get that Bando and we snipe him out. So Qui-Gon doesn't protect him. The Savior from Jedi Knight Revan also doesn't protect him. And now we can just kind of hang out and figure out what we want to do. Like, we can try to kill other Jedi here if we want. We can just hang out and not do that. You can see we can't kill Jedi Revan yet. But the thing is, there's no reason not to kill Qui-Gon at this point. If we kill Qui-Gon now, as long as we have enough turn meter, then we'll be okay. The problem is, of course, we still haven't triggered Savior from Jedi Revan yet. So we could try to get another Mando contract if we wanted to. Though, of course, if they marked Mando and killed him, that would be game over, at least on some levels for us. So they're hitting ZAM. That's not my favorite thing. But okay, let's kill Qui-Gon. Okay, he gone. Apparently, Savior didn't trigger for him either. Which is an interesting effect. Or maybe we already triggered it once, I don't remember. But, okay, so now we need to kill Jedi Revan, and we've got what's her name, Fennec, stunned and everything. We can get everyone their boosts or whatever. Need to kill Jedi Revan, though, because he's the one who can do damage. And Fennec just does a stupid amount of damage. She is so fun, guys. You should be farming her. If you haven't already started farming her, start farming Fennec. She is crazy. I'm gonna actually link at the end of this video. I'll link the video I used to show you that bounty hunters, without ZAM lead even, finish off every single galactic legend if you need to. And Fennec is a huge part of that strategy. So here it is, 65 banners. Now granted, it would be different if General Kenobi was here, though I think you could maneuver it to the point where you did manage to get your contract just because Fennec is pretty cool. And Jedi Knight Anakin just doesn't do enough damage. Now if Cam was here, maybe he would boost Anakin's damage to the point where it would be super scary. But because we have ZAM in there as well, ZAM is going to help a lot. So, yeah, I'll link that video of ZAM, or of Fennec helping everyone take down the various galactic legends, lone galactic legends. And otherwise, I mean, this required a lot of kind of thought and figuring out exactly what we wanted to do. But, I mean, this seems relatively consistent. I don't know. I mean, Mando died once, and if they had started attacking him a lot after that, it doesn't seem like he has a special priority against him, or for him. If they started attacking him a lot, that might have been bad. But he does, yeah. I mean, and you probably do want some high relic levels on guys. I mean, Grief was only, what, relic 3? I think Fennec is only relic 4, so nothing too crazy. 5 on Mando, and then 7 each on Bossk and ZAM. Not too bad. Anyways, folks, gonna let you go. Let me know what you think of this. I haven't even, today, neither of the videos that I'm posting, I've asked for help mounting the algorithm. If you could, that would be very much appreciated, folks. Thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Zareth prevails.